Peace to the gods, I share. Peace to the earth, I share. Peace king, peace king. Peace to the kings, I share. Peace queen, peace queen. Peace to the queens, I share.
Yeah, it's peace king when you see me in the street. Proper greeting, to not acknowledge a light being. It's not the season, no ego. Clearly the leader of the people. Vision like Calico, this for my amigos. Leaning on that window of that Rego. I'm praying that one day you gon' be free though. They ran up in the crib while he's peeking through the peephole. Never thought it would be divine evil. Creeping with that heat close. They say I walk around like I got an S on my chest. Now that's a gold-plated no baguettes on my chest. Like a movie, words got special effects. A old school G used to bump Rex and effects. And the Fugees, youngins, know that I'm next. I pump knowledge to the streets so they show respect. Cause I did it without the fraudulent stories about me blowing a tech. I let the Most High order my steps. You gotta know what time it is, man. It's the age of Aquarius. Each one, teach one. That's what it is.
I share. Peace to the gods, I share. Peace to the earth, I share. Peace king, peace king. Peace to the kings, I share. Peace queen, peace queen. Peace to the queens, I share.
The quarterback need protection from the lineman for the yards. More makers in the lineup with the stars. Too many MCs lying in your bars. And you wonder why they ain't buying your records. Like, oh, keep plotting cause he won't keep silent about police violence. Keeping both he's firing for the police and dying. No need for sirens. Third eye islands, open and vibrant. Jamaar Milton shining. Hard to watch a young king get killed and he died over cigarettes. Shit. Steady talking about you real, you ain't let your gat pale for that nigga yet. Shit. And even if we drop the bag off, you probably front like, nah, I need a bigger check. But I just seen you on the internet talking about you been a threat. We sick of that.
You know what I mean? You gotta first come up, destroy and rebuild. You know what I'm saying? You gotta teach the young generation, you know? They don't even know how to speak in the street, you know what I mean? We gotta do what we gotta do. Let go. I share. Peace to the gods, I share. Peace to the earth, I share. Peace king, peace king. Peace to the kings, I share. Peace queen, peace queen. Peace to the queens, I share. It don't stop.
Oh, come on in, family. Put your nines up. Put your nines out. Let me know where you from. You already know it's that time. It's that 9 o'clock hour. Come on in, family. Put your nines up. Put them up. Put them up. Put them up. First and foremost, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna shout out the first 9 on the feed. First 9 on the feed. We got Lakeisha James in the building. Peace Queen. I see you. I see you. Much love to Lakeisha out of the DMV. If you don't know, Lakeisha be putting in that work down there, man. Much love for Lakeisha. Robin Taylor. Robin Taylor is in the building. I see you. Queen Robin Taylor. Robin Taylor got them goods for y'all. Definitely hit up Robin. Cabin Taekwon. Cabin Taekwon is in the building. And Latifah Foster is in the building. Already know. The moderators is already heavy. Ashley Rogers in the building. I see you. Peace, 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 peace. We got Nisha Sharice in the building. What up, Nisha? What's good? What's good? Oh, yeah, it's the 4th quarter. It's coming. It's coming. Yeah, you know how Facebook give it up. They be acting funny style. But we back. Anyway. So, today I want to talk about the butterfly effect. Because I think it's going to open a lot of our eyes. It's going to open a lot of... and it's going to close a lot of doors that we don't even need to have opened. right? Sometimes we can have doors that are open that we don't even need to even go down because we already know what's down that route. So let's deal with this. First and foremost, check this out. What you're looking at is a kid. Let me show you this kid real quick. That's a kid. Okay? Like, what are you talking about? That's a goat. Right? Baby goats are called kids. They're called kids. Now, if I came on this feed and I showed you and I said, yo, I'm about to show you this kid real quick. I want to show you a picture of this kid. You probably would have thought of a human being. Right? You'd have thought that I was going to show you a human being. Right? But this is what's called a kid. It's a baby goat. Right? And what this kid eventually does is it grows up and it turns into a goat. It turns into an adult goat, right? This is a puppy. This is a puppy, right? As we all know, puppies grow up, they get older, right? They're so cute when they babies, right? And then they grow up and they turn into full-blown dogs. Full-blown dogs, right? Then we have a child. A child. It's a baby. She's beautiful. Look at her. Beautiful. Baby boys. Beautiful. Beautiful children. Right? And they grow up to adults. Right? They grow up to adults. Like you and I. Full-blown adults. Right? So, I want to segue over into the butterfly for a second. The butterfly. Butterfly has stages of growth. Starts off as an egg. Then it turns into a caterpillar, which some of us really don't like, right? Then they'll turn into a chrysalis stage. And then it turns into an adult. Right? Now, it's important to note that when the mother lays its egg, it lays its egg on a leaf. Right? When the caterpillar is born, the caterpillar then, as it comes out of the egg, it eats its egg as its first source of nutrients. When a caterpillar is first born, its first meal is the egg from that which it was born from. Right? The same way, when we are born, our first meal ought to be our mother's breast. You see? When you're born, your first meal should not be a bottle being popped into your mouth with some formula. You already know you're dealing with the witchcraft. Here's my formula. Who asked you for your formula? But anyway, first meal that you should have upon experiencing life should be that which nature does. Everything the way that nature reacts. We are a part of nature. Your first meal ought to be your mother's breast. Such as when the butterfly is born, its first meal is its egg. That which it was born from. Then it goes through these stages. And the next stage, it actually forms what we call a cocoon. It goes through the chrysalis stage. And in the chrysalis stage is when, unbeknownst to us, because we are in a different matrix, a different world, when the caterpillar is in this stage of life, it's going through severe turmoil while it's in this cocoon. Severe turmoil while it's in this stage, going from the larva to the chrysalis or the pupa stage. What's happening is all those legs that the caterpillar had, right? They are essentially transforming, and they're turning into outlets for eventually what will be its wings, right? Its legs will now break a mold and they will start to extend out vein-like. and it will turn into outlets for its wings, right? There's a metamorphosis that takes place while the caterpillar is in the chrysalis stage, while it's in this cocoon. It's transforming, right? It's getting ready to be an adult, right? But during this time, you could imagine that there's probably some pain involved during that time. There's probably some feelings that are not comfortable, right? And there's a vulnerable stage during this time. Hence the reason why it has to form this cocoon of protection, because it can't be exposed to the elements during this time. During this metamorphosis time is really delicate, right? It's a purposeful event that needs to be paid attention to, right? Changing into the caterpillar, into the adult. It's important to note that as a child, during this time, you are going through changes, a metamorphosis stage where you are transforming. You see? And this is the time when you really need the most protection, such as the butterfly during its chrysalis stage. This is the time when we must cultivate the child and protect the child from all the perils that may come. Why? Why? Well, there are things that if during this vulnerable state that feed on caterpillars and feed on premature butterflies, this is the best time for them to come, wouldn't it be not? Wouldn't it be? This would be the best time for someone who is seeking to devour a caterpillar to hop up on the scene. Whatever insect it may be, whatever bird, right? Reptile, whatever eats caterpillars or the eggs, the larvae, right? This would be the best time to show up. So it's important to note that when we are children, the information that is given to us during this time is the information that is going to dictate where we go in the future, whether we are actually having a life or whether we are indulging in things that are associated with our imminent demise during this time. It is going to shape where we are going for the rest of our lives, if in fact we are going anywhere. So now, when you go to whatever facility it is, whatever indoctrination that you have subscribed to, and they tell you that at this point in time, as a child, you are born a sinner, you are born in sin, and you are destined for the eternal lake of fire, that's going to have a drastic effect on the development of the mindset of that child, of that kid, of that caterpillar in its chrysalis stage. You are now programming the child to understand that they are not beings that are meant to be divine, such as an adult. You are forming their brains and their minds and their consciousness to understand that at their purest form, without their inception, they are destined to burn in the eternal lake of fire. How is it that whatever God you worship, the God that you worship had a destiny for a kid, a baby goat, to grow up to be an adult as a child of a goat. A puppy as a child of a dog grows up to be a dog. How is it that a child, the son of a child of God, how is it that a child of God grows up to be an adult thrown in the eternal lake of fire? How then does that change according to nature? How does that change from a child growing up in love to love every culture, to love anything walking and moving up upon the planet? How then does a baby grow up to be a devil? Huh? How is a baby born in sin when its mother, according to the scripture, its father, according to the scripture, is a God? At what part did we skip over the verses where it says in Psalms 82:6, I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. I'm going to say it again. I have said ye are gods, and all of you, not some. Hold on. Let me make sure they see my face now. It says, and all of you, not the chosen ones. Huh? It says, all of you are children of the Most High. How then do we decide that when we see another adult that they must be born of the devil and they are headed to hell unless here's a kicker, unless they believe in Jesus? How then? At what part of the story does this guy come in? What validates him as being the savior of bringing back us to our natural state when we were born to be gods? It says here, in his words, is it not written in your law? I said, ye are gods. Nigga, even he said it. Huh? Even he said, is it not written? And the way that he said it in the context is like, nigga, didn't you read the law? Ain't it written in there? You know what I'm saying? When you actually get into delve into the character, you realize like, yo, he was trying to tell y'all all along. Even if he ever existed, he was trying to tell you and giving you the secret. Is it not written in your law that ye are gods? So my brother, my sister, why do you have a problem when I say peace, God? Huh? Peace, goddess. Why is that a problem for you? Huh? If I say peace, my nigga, you ain't got no problem with that. Huh? If I say, hold up, bitch, you ain't got no problem with that. Huh? No problems. But if I say, peace, God, peace, we don't even got to go there. If I say, peace, king, peace, queen, it do something to you? It make you feel less about yourself? When I'm merely calling you what you ought to be after living a certain amount of years here on this planet. How are you offended by that? Who taught you to be offended by who you are? What indoctrination taught you that it's cool to walk around and say, I am a sinner, but yet, due to the grace of God, I am free. I am forgiven. Who taught you that? You were born destined to be a God. You are born a God, not a sinner. This is why they got to catch you at an early age. This is why they got to catch you during your damn chrysalis stage. Because if we catch you then, you just might forget what you are destined to be. You just might formulate your mind, your spirit, and your body to develop something other than a God while you are in your cocoon. Many of us, when we go through our stages in life, the things that affect us on a day-to-day cause us, because of the power of the human mind, because of the power of consciousness, it causes us to develop characteristics that are unlike our original selves, in which we follow behind doctrines, a whole lot of spooky-ish, that nobody has ever seen, that nobody can even corroborate or even take us to. No evidence whatsoever. But if we catch you while you're in this stage, while you're disconnected from what the real world looks like and you're developing yourself, if we catch you here, by the time you become an adult and you come up out of that chrysalis, out of that cocoon, you will only know the world that has been presented to you. You will only know that world. Somebody said hoodwinked and bamboozled. Huh? Wish I had an organ up in here. You see, as it says in your book, as it says, I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. So now we got to ask ourselves, what's the Most High? What's the Most High? Well, if you've watched any of my previous videos, you will realize that the Most High is the Son. The Son. As in they say, the Son of God. They put it there. But you so caught up in the English way of spelling, their way of casting spells, all they got to do is put a little loop on the top of the U and change it to an O, and it becomes something totally different. But the universe understands son. Huh? But you done changed it to something different now, to where you think it's an actual child, when really they talking about the actual Son. You are children of the Son that dictates what we call a day. Your skin has been kissed by the Son. This is how you can tell who they talking about. Oh, don't get racial on me. It is what it is. We are children of the Son. Our skin has been kissed by the Son. Kissed by Ra. Nothing to be ashamed of. We are who we are. Who you might be really don't matter to me. Really don't matter to me. If we going by what your books say, I really don't care. I just know that we are children of gods. What gives you the right to come in and call me anything that of a God? When I was a child, I did childish things, as the book says. When I became adult, I put away those childish things. So no longer will you call me a child of God. I am now an adult. I am a God. As you are, grow up and act accordingly. These indoctrinations will keep you moving on this planet as a child in first grade, still trying to figure out, even though all the books, all the college books are surrounding you, and you have all the knowledge to move up to the next level. You're so comfortable in your skin as being a baby that you don't realize the flesh is ripping off of you. Your bones have outgrown your skin. And you're looking like a damn zombie out here. Because you have surpassed already, through the time allotted for you as a human being, you have surpassed the time of the chrysalis stage. You are no longer an egg. You are no longer a caterpillar. You are no longer in the chrysalis stage. You have emerged as an adult, but your mind is stuck in the ways of the caterpillar. So you can't get off of the ground. You don't realize you have the wings to fly. You have the wings to fly. But here you are, stuck on a leaf, looking at the butterfly take off and wondering what's wrong with him. He must be sick. Huh? Somebody said the caged bird, the bird that has been caged all his life, is watching all the other birds that take flight and looking at them like they got a sickness. You're the caged bird. You don't even know what your wings do. You a bird and you've been taught that you're a dog. Huh? You've been taught that you're a dog. And you have the ability to get up out of this cage and soar. If you are offended by this message, I'm in a space in life where I really don't care. You're lost. You're going to stay there until you wake up and realize who you are. Even the thought process, even playing around with that thought process is not conducive to the mindset of a butterfly. Not conducive. The mindset of a butterfly can't think about what's going on in the leaves. Can't be concerned with it. I'm flying now. Huh? When things ain't acting right in this tree, I'm going to take my wings and fly to another one. You understand me? You understand me? Living my best life. Huh? When you realize you got wings, I ain't got to sit up here under this goddamn weeping willow. I'm going to take my ass to the sycamore. Huh? I'm going to take my flying ass to the sycamore tree. I'm going to go to the honeysuckle tree. Why? Because I can do that. You stay your caterpillar ass on the leaf. Huh? Stay your caterpillar ass on the leaf. Wings and all. You got the wings, but your mindset, you a caterpillar. Stay your caterpillar ass on the leaf. And don't talk about things that's going on with the butterflies until you're ready to hop up off that leaf. Huh? You know what bird mamas do? They kick the birds out of the nest. Huh? Hope you learn how to fly on the way down. That's what bird mamas do. Huh? Bird mamas ain't even got time for the nonsense. They like, listen, I got my wings. You an adult now. Get your ass out the damn nest, because I might want to have some more babies, and we need some room because we got some more babies here. It's about 3 or 4 babies. We can't have y'all all up in this nest. I need my space. You got to go. That's how I feel about you caterpillars on the leaf at this stage in life. You know? I'm going to show you. I'm going to say, hey, yo, caterpillar, check this out. You're not a caterpillar no more, man. You came up out. Look at your wings. Those fly. They just like mine. Check this out. This is what I do with my joints. You coming? You coming? And your silly ass sitting there with the wings on like, oh, you bugging. You bugging. All right. I'll come back and check on you, but I gotta go. That's how we moving. That's how we moving. You understand me? Don't even attempt to talk butterfly talk as a caterpillar. Don't do it. You understand? Bunch of us got a bunch of caterpillar ass niggas in our families and friends. Which is why we can't go nowhere. Because all the caterpillars want to sit on the leaf and you as a butterfly feel like you got to take them along. But your wings can't carry all these caterpillars. You can't carry them. Your wings is made for you and you alone. You understand? You can't put wings on the caterpillars. They got to grow their wings. You can't buy their wings. You can't wish their wings for them. They got to actually create their wings. And guess where the wings come from? Inside. Ooh! Ooh! The wings come from inside. Huh? Don't nobody come down and hop up in the damn cocoon like, yo, you earned your wings. Here you go. No, your wings come from in here. Ugh. You got to grow them. You have to grow them. I know some of y'all don't even want to go in the cocoon. You always want to stay. You want to stay in caterpillar and hang with the homies, huh? You don't know how to get off by yourself because the wings have to be grown when you're by yourself in the cocoon. You can't be around everybody. You gotta take the time. You see, from a caterpillar to a butterfly, there's a cycle in there. Let me get the damn diagram. There's a cycle. And you have to be willing to go inside the cocoon and be alone in that space and say, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to build myself. And when I come out, boy, oh boy, when I come out of this room, when I come out of this library, when I come out of this lecture, boy, oh boy, when I come out of this mindset of building, there's nothing anybody's going to be able to do to me. I'm going to do whatever I want to do. I'm flying the hell out of here. F you caterpillars. I'm done. You either going to turn into a butterfly with me or you're going to stay on this leaf and I'm gone. Growth. Growth. The butterfly agenda. There's an agenda against you, children of the sun, who have this ability to change, who have this ability to metamorph. Do you know how long we've been on this planet? Do you know how no matter what happens to this planet, we survive? We're the ones who circumnavigate the planet. They can't stop us. There's nothing they can do. They tried caging us, killing us dead on the streets, feeding us foods that are not conducive to our bodies. They tried everything. They're studying our bodies, manipulating our bodies, genetic engineering our bodies. There's nothing they can do. They've tried everything. They've even put some of us, indoctrinated us during our chrysalis stage, and some of us has woken up after coming out of the chrysalis stage. After being indoctrinated. There's nothing they can do. The only thing holding back you, child of the sun, you, God, the only thing holding you back is you. Don't shoot the messenger. Thank me later. I love you. I love you. You must prepare yourself for this journey. You have to prepare yourself and keep in mind what the destination is, right? Because the destination beholding you is so much bigger than where you are and where you're stuck at right now. Okay? Prepare yourself for the hardships, the challenges that you have to go through during your chrysalis stage. Prepare yourself, right? The same way you shed teeth and you grow new ones. It's going to be some pain involved when you're breaking those gums, right? When you're breaking a new tooth. There might be some pain involved when you're losing a new tooth. But when the new teeth break through and finally are good, strong, and sturdy, it's part of the process. It's going to be a great feeling. You understand? But you got to go through it to say you've been through it. You got to go through it. You can't be afraid. You see? Go with what your heart is telling you to do. Your heart is telling you what it needs to outburst of the body to be great. It's the heart that creates all of this. So be prepared for the challenges ahead, especially going into this new year, 2019. There's going to be totally new challenges that you never even saw coming. And they're going to hit you like a Mack truck. Boom. But just know when you come out of that, right? You have to break out of that. It's something that you're building up to. Remember, the cocoon, we build the cocoon. The caterpillars build the cocoon, right? You say, I can't get out of this cocoon. You built it. You built it. Right? So you got to make yourself strong enough to break out of it, because once you break out of it and you start soaring and realize how strong you are and how far you can extend now and how beautiful you look. Uniquely beautiful. No two alike. No two exactly alike. When you realize how beautiful you are and that you are a God, not a child. You are a God, not a kid. You are the gods that they made these religions about. The gods they speak of. It's a beautiful feeling when you actually know that. No ego. It's who you are. Accept it. Walk in your greatness. Walk in your greatness. Do great things. Be great. Be the definition of what greatness looks like in all that you do. It's that feeling that you know you always had. You always had. You had it. You had it when you were a kid. You didn't understand it. You know why people were envious of you, right? Why your little girlfriends was talking about you. Why the homies was always hating on you. You don't know why. That's why. You have that spark within you that people envy. The things that they allow to hold them back, you don't. You understand? Walk in it. And watch your life. Watch how it changes. Watch the control you have over what goes on in your life. If you don't control your life, somebody else will. With that being said, I'm going to see y'all in Dallas, Texas. First annual African Royalty Gala. November the 3rd, 2018 is going down. Spoke with I Am Persec Man on the phone last night. We're getting it ready, and Brother Kevin Wesley as well. It's $100 a person if you want to get in here. It's the lighthousedfw@gmail.com is the PayPal to get your tickets. $100 a person. There's only 100 seats available. Okay, I can't wait to see y'all at the our first African Royalty Gala, black carpet event. We got vendors, we got the DJ. It's going to be pretty official. You don't want to miss one. This is the biggest Lighthouse event that we've had thus far this year. So I cannot wait to see everybody and hug on everybody and love on everybody once again and do what we do as a people and bring Wakanda to Dallas. Like I said, don't come here in no t-shirt. Y'all better come here in your African apparel, because we're going to be doing it up. We're not playing no games. Okay, plenty of cameras in the building. We're going to show them what it looks like to rep your culture the way it ought to be rep. Okay, so with that being said, may the divine force in me greet the divine force in you. Know who you are. Know who you are. and act accordingly. May you manifest every heart's desire. Dua, 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 dua. Ashe, family. I love you. Peace.